After this episode, man, Mista, by far, he's the most relatable character to me. I think I'm going to put him on my fave when it comes to this season of JoJo Golden Wind. He is a very, very simple character. He is interesting by being simple, and sometimes simple speaks louder than complicated. It really does, especially after seeing his backstory. His backstory wasn't complicated, it wasn't sad or tragic, it was simple. The guy lived a simple life. He gets up, he likes to look at the trees, the clouds, eats cheese and wine, hang out with chicks, flirt with chicks, find some cheesy way to get money, and then he don't believe in overthinking things. He wanted to live a life without fear and regret. So in order to do that, most people in life would think about all the possibilities of how things can go wrong when they take an action. Because of that, that brings in fear. And next you know, while you're wasting your time thinking of all the possibilities, someone else is getting ahead of you in life. Or you're hesitating and you're not going anywhere because you're too busy thinking about what you gotta do instead of actually doing it. Mista didn't want to do that. He believes that everyone's destined to a fate. It just determines how long you're willing to get there. Some people will take the long route because they think everything has to be so complicated how you do things. Well, Mista's the guy who believes, no, let's just get right to it. Which explains his gun, where a gun is the simplest way you can kill someone. It's not like a knife that spends so much force and catch the person off guard, or any other trap or you see in movies. A gun is simple. You point and shoot. We also gotta know how to aim, of course, and load the gun and take the safety off, but that's neither here nor there. So the gun is perfect. It's a perfect match for him. It really is. It shows how he's very direct with things. Very simple. And there's also a contradiction how the Sex Pistols actually will redirect the bullets as well. So that's also interesting. Where he is a very simple person, but yet again, he can get his person in a very complicated but yet simple way by redirecting the bullets every time he shoots someone with them. Now, what also kept me very interesting was this stand by a guy named Cell. And by the way, the name of the stand is not Arts and Crafts. Really? Really? Arts and Crafts. You couldn't come nothing. The original stand's name from a German music production, Kraftwerk. You could have used something else. Creative work, craft build, something. But Arts and Crafts, it makes no sense. Arts and crafts. What the arts? Are you kidding me? It's stupid. You could have used something else, man. Someone needs to take somebody else and make better stand names, like off-brand stand names. That's what this shit is right now. Off-brand stand names. That's what it is. But let's get off of that. Cell's Kraftwerk is a very interesting stand. It pretty much is able to make objects motionless that it comes in contact with. It explains why every time Mista was shooting him, he wasn't getting killed. It hurts. He was able to stop at a certain point. So if it was a simple object like a baseball or a basketball or something like that, moving that fast, he'll be able to stop it just like that. However, since this was a very fast speeding bullet, of course he will still take damage, but he wouldn't die or have any severe injuries. He'll just have some flesh wounds. So seeing how it also went into his neck, his mouth, hell, even his leg, he was still able to move, but it hurts because, speeding bullets and all. His other power, which they didn't explain very well, is how he uses kinetic energy to shoot at something. He uses kinetic energy to hold the objects in place that he uses. It's like when he threw the pebbles out there when he was on the cliff. He was able to climb on them like a ladder because they're in place by kinetic energy. However, if he slightly taps on something using it, a rock or even a bullet or any kind of object, he simply taps and have the kinetic energy builds up, he can shoot it like a bullet. Of course, it doesn't mean he's guaranteed to aim at his target all the time. You have to be one lucky loop to do that. But however, if he's up against a very nice close distance like he was in this episode, yeah, he could easily shoot out Mista. But however, it takes forever. So, in a way, his stand is like this. It protects him from objects hitting him. And it's even speeding bullets, but it'll hurt him, but it won't kill him. And at the same time, he has his kinetic energy throws, but it takes forever. Like, it takes over a minute, I believe, to have that kinetic energy built up to the point it will just release on so much kinetic energy being stored up into that object. It just shoots out. Like when you have a lot of fuzzy water inside of a bottle and you shake it up, so much carbon inside there, and when you open it up, it explodes because there's so much is inside that bottle that it has to go somewhere. It can't stay stored up forever. So the downside is that it takes forever. But however, the good part is that he's being protected by a stand. Now, if everyone doesn't have a gun, if you face someone in real life, so people are just gonna throw punches. So when they try to throw punches, more likely they're gonna freeze themselves. That would definitely give them a perfect chance to actually use his kinetic energy to shoot them up. So that's one good thing. So it's kind of a defect when it comes to fighting against other stand users that rely on speed. So say a stand like Giorno's Golden Experience. If Golden Experience would hit him, it will probably freeze for a while. Then he'll use kinetic energy because yes, it's fast, but he'll have to keep hitting him because you're not killing him. It's not going to give him severe damage, and least give him multiple hits. So with that kind of stand, I think Mr. Stand was the only perfect stand to really attack him. That or probably the other stand by one of the other people in Passions. I don't want to spoil that just yet because they haven't revealed their stand yet. So yes, this episode was very simple. It was just a battle between two stand users and see who can outsmart who, and who can also endure each blow that was given to them. As you can see in this episode, the person that got the most damage, believably, was actually Cell himself, which was very interesting. He had the most damage in this episode, but yet, it felt like he was winning. Yes, Mr. was coming with them shots, but Cell had so much confidence in himself that even when he was getting injured, he didn't care. It felt like he had the upper hand because he felt like he was invincible. So even with that, he was still not dead. Because the trick to hitting the stand is, yes, it can stop the bullet, but only at a certain point. It's that speed. So because of that, you shoot at the same place over and over again. You will eventually hit your target. You just gotta keep hitting that same place over and over again. So that's something you just had to come up with. It's something you don't immediately think about unless you understand your enemy's stand, it takes a while to do that. So I do appreciate that. So yes, that was JoJo's episode for this week. I am excited. I'm still waiting on Index to happen right now, but it's taking forever to come out right now for some reason. Don't know why. I'm hoping it comes out today or that I'll have to review it tomorrow. And I just don't feel like it. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do anyways. I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving and a very awesome Black Friday. Speaking of Black Friday, my Black Friday sucked. I'm going to let you guys know before I go. My Black Friday sucked. Ever since I moved down in Charlotte, Black Friday has been annoying, boring as hell, There's not a lot of people really crowding the stores, not enough chaos, and the deals at GameStop suck. Suck, man. I went to go trade in some games today, and I only got $16 out of them. The games were only like 1 to 2 years old. What kind of crap is that? Usually when I was downtown in Fayetteville, when I trade games on Black Friday, I would get a lot for my money to the point I was able to get Half-Life 4 PlayStation 4, including some on PS3 as well, but still. When I sold games during Black Friday, I freaking got Fallout 4 for like $4. I kid you not. Here, nah, man. You ain't getting nothing up here in the city. It really sucks. Black Friday was terrible for me this year, and I really don't care much about Cyber Monday with the Amazon deal day that usually happens, or Steam summer sales. But we'll see. Next year, I'm just gonna spend Thanksgiving and Black Friday in my old town and do it there to get some better deals, because this was terrible. And I hope you guys' Thanksgiving and Black Friday went better than mine. Well, Thanksgiving was awesome, but Black Friday was terrible. So I hope y'all Black Friday was better than mine. Anyways, I hope you guys got good deals for your games and your clothes and all that whatnot stuff. Anyways, this has been Maricom Anime, signing out. Have a good one, guys.